Hey, Money Vikings. All right. Money Viking Greg here. Wanted to do a quick sort of cover about 3 or 4 topics in terms of investing in the near future. And basically, in light of the election results and everything like that. And again, we don't do a political show, and I don't make a lot of investing decisions, if any, based on political parties or anything like that. But there are certain forces at play that I think we should consider as investors going forward. So, generally speaking, I think one thing that is kind of happening at the moment is that there are sort of a return of animal spirits in terms of there's this sense that, well, number one, the election was decisive. So that always bodes well for markets because there's certainty, right? And I think there was a concern a while ago that there would be uncertainty and then maybe a lot of long drawn out litigation. And that could have been really messy for the country. And that wasn't the case. So it was a straightforward situation. And that's kind of where we're going. In the short run, we're obviously seeing the market extend gains, I think, because there's certainty. So it likes certainty. And, you know, there's probably an anticipation, of course, of a very pro-business, you know, sort of stance and posture going forward. So with that, you know, are there certain sectors that we should look at in terms of the new administration? You know, sometimes in these situations, we may want to consider having some sector exposure that may do very well. So things like defense, crypto, oil, gas, those things, right? So that's all good stuff. So that's number one. Number two, the second concept I want to keep in mind is staying the course. So if you have a sound ride your bike portfolio, which I have, I'm really not making any major movements. I'm pretty much going to stay the course. Anyone that's watched Money Vikings or read our blog, truewealth.moneyvikings.com, or checked out our YouTube channel over the years knows that I'm just long on the US, basically. I just think that the best days for the US are ahead. And that's not so much based on politics. It's not a political thing. I think there's always going to be the tensions and the push and pull between, we basically are a pendulum, right? The system just sort of swings back and forth. And you have different periods where one party controls the House and the Senate, and the other one holds the executive branch. Sometimes they're aligned, sometimes they're not. But the balance of power is good over time, and also the self-cleansing, right? Having sort of a new administration come in, new ideas, fresh ideas, try new things, etc. Probably a lot of times trying old things. But my point being, if you have a sound portfolio balanced out and you're long US, there's not really much that I'm going to do or change. It looks like small caps should be doing pretty well over the next 6 months. So I'm reading a lot about that. And then I like to follow Tom Lee at Fundstrat quite a bit. He has a new ETF called the Granny Shots ETF. And Granny Shots is, I think, is kind of an allusion to like an easy basketball shot. I think it's like a granny shot. It's like, so it's kind of like dunking on the easy hits is, I think, the theme of the ETF. So I'm going to do more of a deep dive onto that one. So those are just some thoughts in the first sort of couple days here post-election. And essentially it's kind of what we said before the election, staying the course. I'm long US. I'm definitely interested in diversified, resilient portfolios, interested in dividends. But, you know, I will probably look at some sector ideas. I think that might be a nice way to kind of just sort of, again, be positioned in a good position in terms of gains. So anyway, with that, thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.